Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. I'm just going to keep on bringing you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews, that 40-ish and under dollar range. Most of these are way less than that. A good number of these you can find at your local rack store, just like several of these here. You can find at your local rack store. Some of these are online pickups, but let's just dive into these 5 fragrances that I will always love and even recommend. So there's plenty of other cheap fragrances that I'm just going to love for my entire life. But the reason why I picked these 5 is because these are 5 of, let's just say, my first 50 fragrances or something. These 5 were part of my OG collection that I just truly fell in love with. So in no particular order, let's just start off with Halloween Man X. This is just the first one that I grabbed right here. So look at the dent in the bottle as far as the juice level. That says a lot. This is a 4.2 ounce bottle, so you're getting 120 milliliters. So it's a whole lot more juice. This, if you haven't already heard, has a nice coffee note in it. Roasted coffee. It doesn't come out until, at least it doesn't come out strong until about 10 or 15 minutes into it. Basically, let me just get this thing in the air and refamiliarize myself a little bit with the opening. A little bit of sharp, tart lemon. Just a little bit of that on top of all kinds of sweetness. Thick, rich, almost sticky, amber, vanilla. There's a little bit of a booziness. There's some smoke and some woods happening, some resins. 10 or 15 minutes, you get this really synthetic roasted coffee note, but it's beautiful nonetheless. Similar to Salvatore, Ferragamo, Uomo Signature, and even Uomo. Same kind of coffee note as that, but I think this is a little bit stickier and sweeter. It pushes off really good for the winter. This thing is long lasting. I mean, it's borderline beast mode. I think if I spray my clothes like a jacket or something the next day, it's pumping off of that thing hard still. So Halloween Man X, definitely one of my favorite cheapies. This next fragrance I fell in love with almost the moment that I sprayed it on myself. It was hyped up by somebody that was very influential at the time. Still kind of is probably. I don't know. He's got like 1 million followers. But Salvatore Ferragamo F Black. Deemed as the black tie fragrance. And that's not a lie. There's no joke about that. Because this is a creamy kind of fragrance. A creamy, vanilla, peppery. But when you first spray it, you're going to get a little bit more of that tart, crisp, green apple, lavender combination and a bit of that spice. As it begins to dry down, it becomes creamier and more peppery. Some people compare this to like La Nuit de l'Homme, and it does have similarities. But this is way creamier, and I say even spicier, and a little bit more simple, but man, this thing is sexy. And this is the kind of fragrance where you don't want to overdo the sprays. It's not some kind of beast, it's not like ultra powerful in the projection, but with this fragrance, I would say 6 to 8 sprays is plenty. If you do too much, you might not get good attention, because that's just what I've seen with this one. If you do the right amount of sprays with this particular fragrance, it just pulls and compliments, solid compliments. Very, very beautiful in my opinion. Some people say they get terrible performance. I don't. But if you like a peppery vanilla, creamy vanilla with some aromatic lavender and some tart, crisp green apple, check this one out. There's no way that I could have made this list without including Cremo, Spice, and Black Vanilla. Some people complain about the performance on this one. They'll talk about the old one has much better performance, borderline beast mode, whereas this one is trash. I got this a couple years ago, and mine isn't that bad. It's right at an average performance. Like, I get about 5 hours. So as far as the scent profile, it is quite similar to Spice Bomb Extreme, but I think this is a little almost more sparkly and kind of juicier up top. The notes in this, I think, are only spices like red spices and stuff, vanilla, and tobacco. That's accurate, but I still always say I get some kind of juiciness, some kind of sparkly juice. This thing smells so good. It is so easy to like, so easy to wear. Women love this. I have not met a woman that does not think that this smells fantastic. Spice and Black Vanilla, Walmart, $20 all day. They even have the testers out there. Just go down that cosmetic aisle, find this thing, spray it, and tell me that you don't love it. I think that some people that hate on this, they just want to hate on something. This next fragrance is one that I actually deemed at one point the safest blind buy fragrance. I'll have to dig through my whole collection to see if it still is. It's the only freshie that I have on this list. This is Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. Basically, to me, it's the office gym version of Invictus. It's more polished, it's more smooth, it's not as piercing, spicy, or as sticky. This is aquatic, it is citrus, it is smooth, it is airy, it's daytime, casual, compliment, super easy to get along with. Performance is right about 5 hours. Actually, I oversprayed, and like 7 hours later when I walked into Subway, I got compliments, so it can project if you overspray, but I think the musk starts to come out a little bit too much. If you do that, it gets like a little bit too mashed together, and it just kind of falls apart, I think, if you overspray this one. And like I said, the musk kind of becomes a little off-putting, so I would just recommend doing normal. You could even do like 12 sprays or something with this because it's kind of light, but aquatic, fresh, citrus, slightly sweet, musky, just this thing is beautiful. This next one I actually have all over my fingers, and that is CK1 Shock. The reason why I got it on my fingers is because I actually have a cap for this, because one of you guys sent me these things through a 3D printer and the little things that I got my lights on, so thank you for that. Thank you for sending me those things, because they're coming in good use. This kind of has been deemed as the beginner tobacco king. If you want to know if you like tobacco fragrances, they say to check this one out, and that's not far from accurate, because this is a very easy, I mean, I'm putting it on this list because I absolutely love this thing, right? It opens up with a very unique clementine cucumber opening, that sweet citrus cucumber, heavy dose of lavender, aromatic lavender, kind of more like on the powdery side, and like a load of moist, juicy, wet tobacco. It's not overbearing like Mancera red tobacco or something, which I love that fragrance, but it is like tobacco crazy. This one isn't so much because it's coupled with everything else. That sweet amber, you got there's like a basil note in here, which is another unique thing. I mean, clementine, cucumber, basil, tobacco. It is so interesting and different. Very, very pleasing. Great for the cooler weather. Compliment machine. The performance on me is like 7 hours, maybe a little bit more, so I get good performance on it. Smells amazing. $20 all day, every day in the rack stores. This thing is there frequently, and I recommend this one when I'm at the rack store. In fact, all of these fragrances I've recommended to people, but this one is one of my favorite $20 fragrances. It really is. So CK1 Shock, never let me down. So that's those 5 fragrances. Like I said, there's plenty more cheapies that I'm gonna like for my entire life, and probably always own either that bottle or something that smells very similar to it, because I just love these scent profiles. And maybe later on I'll do 5 more recent ones or whatever, but for now, these are 5 of my OGs. So there it is. With that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. Until next time.